Pretty much. I moved to Chicago and was working somewhere, and the brother of a guy I worked with said, you should check out Improv Olympic. You should go to an improv show, and he took me to the show Armando, and there are, wonderful, great performers in it, and it was a really, excellent show. And then we just bet each other that we would take classes. So went and signed up for classes. He didn't, but I'd already paid. So showed up at the class, first 4 or 5 weeks, very nervous, didn't really get on stage, but something inside of me knew it was intriguing to me and looked like a lot of fun. And then the people I was in class with were, University of Florida alums, Danny Mora, Bill Arnett, Jason Pardo, amongst them. Andy was in the class. There are varying degrees of experience of the people that we were playing with, but immediately, I liked all the people. I liked, and IO itself kind of feels like a basement that you can drink in, and that's what I liked doing.
Yeah,
as a kid. So
and I actually graduated degree in theater. I thought I was going to be like a straight play actor, the written word. And then I had moved. Another friend of mine from college was moving to Chicago, or maybe had already moved. I can't quite remember. But we were going to start like an acting company, like a troupe. And he wasn't there yet, so he was coming. And so I was walking. I didn't know anybody in the town, so I walked up, and I lived right by Improv Olympic. And I happened to walk into the building that day just to see what it was like. It was a theater, and it was a comedy theater. I thought that'd be cool. And it happened to be registration that day for classes, for this level 1 class. So I turned them down, and I went home, and I called my mom, and she happened to call me, and she was like, so what are you doing? And I was like, well, I walked around, I saw this thing. And she's like, I'll give you $200. You take the class, and then if you don't like it, you don't have to take it again. So I ended up taking that class, and that's how and then I was in that same class with all these people. And I'd never done improv in college. And thank God I didn't do that acting group. Chicago needs another acting group. Like it needs a hole in the head. So and I just got stuck. And then once I did it for a little while, and they started meeting, and I was kind of making friends there in those first 5 or 6 weeks, and I didn't know anybody, so I was like, there was no reason to get out of it for me. And so and then I just stayed.